WSGE Dallas, Gastonia, Charlotte.
A broadcast service of Gaston College.
And streaming worldwide.
Your independent music source, 91.7 WSGE. Tim Greene's with you, and we have the pleasure of having a young lady in who has the internet on fire right now. Pam Taylor. She's back after a great tour, and always touring, always on the road. All the pictures you see of, she's always smiling and happy and just, wow. Good morning, Pam.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
I am totally fabulous, and great to have you in. And so what's been happening? You got to get like 6 passports now, because they don't wore your chip out in your passport.
Well, I think the last time I was here, I was about to leave on my European tour, and I was gone for 2 months. Ended up with my CD release party in Israel. And when I came back, I had a few shows around here. I took a little short break to get a breather, and then I put a project back together, a band, a trio called the Pam Taylor and the Flying V's. We have Peter here, who's been playing bass with me, and then Kevin Hansen, who's playing the drums for some shows we got coming up in the Carolinas here. And then I'll leave to go on another tour in May down to Florida, and then up to Ohio, playing the Canton Blues Festival, playing a big Women in Blues showcase down in Florida. I'm the house band guitarist, and this is my 2nd year doing it for the North Central Florida Women in Blues.
Wow. Well, Pam, when do you sleep?
I sleep. I just don't do anything else but play music. I make jewelry and write songs.
Wow.
And yeah, Peter makes these malas. These are Peter's. He has a called Rock God malas, and mine's called Songs You Can Wear by Pam.
Oh, wow. See, entrepreneur too. Not only a recording artist, but entrepreneur. So
jack of all trades.
Oh, heck yeah. So, there are hundreds of people moving into the Carolinas every single day. And for those of you who you may say, Pam Taylor, LA Music Critics Blues Artist of the Year. And then I need like 6 pages to keep up with you. Near Your Heart Top 20 Albums, Blues Rock Review Magazine, Blues Artist of the Year 2017, nominated for Best Female Rock Artist, nominated for Best Female Guitar Heroine. My goodness. And this goes on and on and on and on. Whatever you think, Pam's got it, okay? So, winner in 2014 Carolina Music Awards for Best Female Rock Band. Wow. And I can't even read all of this. Creative Look Magazine, Reader's Pick, Best Songwriter. So what don't you do? You bake cookies too? I'm the best cookies.
Yeah, I'm a great cook.
Oh, see?
Yes.
She's a ridiculous cook.
I'm going to do a hot mess cookbook.
And there you go. Not for real.
But for real.
No, that's it. Go Pam. So now how was it when you had your release party in all places of Israel, not here in the U.S.? You're like, look, this is where I'm going overseas and have my release party.
I know. Israel was absolutely unreal. It was one of the, and it was, so on my CD cover, it has the waxing crescent moon, which is happening right now.
Yeah. Wow.
And that was the night I had my CD release party, and that was on my CD, and it was the promo, the PR company that I had hired to help me release this record. They chose the release date. And it just happened to be on the fall equinox, and there was a waxing crescent moon, and I was in Tel Aviv, Israel, playing at Mike's place, and I walked from the place I was staying with my guitar on my back, walked right straight by the ocean, and walked in, and there was my moon. And then I come up to Mike's place, and they had these big life-size posters of me out on the front of their building, and it was standing room only.
Good.
Now, I was just in shock. I cried a lot.
I don't expect anything else.
I cried a lot. You're over in a place you've never been, and you don't really expect much because you've never been there. You haven't worked the area, but to have that much welcome and reception, and just the respect they have for music in most parts of the country, in Europe and the UK. I mean, it's difficult when you're just a songwriter and you got just you and your guitar, and you play in these clubs and people are talking and you got stories to tell. Yeah. And that happens a lot over here. I go and I play, and people come to hear me, but they're listening to each other, and I try not to take it personally because people want to socialize, and I get that. But I went over to Europe, and I was playing these pubs, and they were packed. You could hear a pin drop. Everybody was so intensely listening, and they would clap and cheer, and it was just amazing. I love the how they respect music over there.
And I've heard that before. When we had a World Cafe, a lot of artists overseas where they'll just be quiet and like let them play. Here they're like, oh my God, let me get a selfie. How many likes did I get on that? And then they put your concert up. Like, wait a minute, why is my concert on YouTube? What the heck?
It is what it is. It's the home of the free. They're free to chat if they want to.
Yeah. Well,
I still love y'all.
At least they support. So
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. And and then they pick the date and the time. Things align. All the stars and the timing and the date and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know that's like the 12/21/12. That's when I released Hot Mess.
Okay.
And that was the winter
Let's get to
solstice.
some numbers here.
I know you got some numbers too.
Well, not really. That's in my opinion. I mean, real stuff there.
Yeah, it is. You can't make it up.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of making up, how do you make up your songs, and what are they usually about?
Well, real life experiences most of the time, and I feel like that they come through me like I'm just a channel. Like they're already out there. I'm just like, oh, like it's like a
Okay.
and I like this song I'm going to do, the rain song. I was feeling really heavy with life in general, and you carry around baggage, and if you carry around baggage for so many years, it starts to wear you down. Your hands start to hurt and your body starts to hurt, and all we got to do is just let go. And I was on the back porch one day just feeling really heavy with life, and a big storm rolled in and the rain came, and I was like, I walked out there and let it just wash me off.
Well, guess what? It must have washed you off because you look like you're getting younger every time you come up in here. So,
music keeps you young, and I decided a long time when I turned 40 this past year, and I dropped the zero.
No, I gotta card you.
I'm about to turn 4.1 next month is my birthday, so I'll be 4.1.
You should bottle some jeans. You got everything else going on. Pam's jeans, okay?
It's music, love, smile, keep a smile on your face,
That's
and make
right.
the best of everything.
That's right. I try to do that every morning. Any negativity, I get out of my space.
Yeah, get
Like,
out.
Wow, Tim, you just got out of high school. I'm like, no, I'm happy. Anything negative, bless you, and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Right on, right on.
So we're going to hear the rain song. So Pam Taylor and also Peter Vaughn. Peter's on bass. So Peter, tell me about yourself, and how did you meet up with the great Pam Taylor?
Oh my. Oh my Lord. Well, we met at the Five Elements Yoga Festival in Lansing, in the mountains.
Yeah, back in August.
Way back in August.
I was playing, his band was playing.
Yep. I came in and she was playing as I was loading my gear in. I was like, oh, whoa, she's pretty awesome.
Heck yeah.
And then we didn't see each other at all during that
And then
whole
the rest of the
festival
weekend.
until the very end. We were loading out, and then we kind of bumping in, and then we went down to the river and kind of played in the stones and the water and the mountain water.
Yeah, we're both rock hounds. We both make jewelry. We both played music, so we just immediately had a lot of fun.
Everything lines up.
It
And
does.
you meet
it does.
everybody for a reason. You find out what that reason is,
Mm-hmm.
and usually it should be all good.
Well, I needed a partner for a venue wanted to book me up in Asheville, but they needed at least a duo, and I was still just solo at the time. And I remember meeting him. It's hard to get last minute artists around here to travel with you, and so my niece said, "What about that guy we met at the festival? He plays bass and the drums." And so I reached out and found him and asked him, did he want to do this gig? And we ended up not even getting the gig because the Hurricane Florence or something rolled in. And anyway, but we ended up making a lot of music together since then. So it's
Good. Y'all both look happy, so that's a good thing. You got to keep the positive vibration going and sparks everywhere.
Hey, this is PeterPam.
That's right.
No.
You better trademark everything, Pam. You genius here.
Right?
The Rain Song. Pam Taylor, the great Pam Taylor, and Peter Vaughn on bass, right here on your Independent Artist Spotlight.
Here comes the rain. Wash all my sins away. Whoa, let it rain down on me. I've been a liar. Well, I've been a beggar too. Maybe more sinning before my time is through. But there's just one thing's for sure. I don't wanna sin no more. Whoa, let it rain down Wash all my sins away, set me free. These chains I carry, they are way too heavy. Whoa, let it rain down on me. Maybe a blind man can see more than me, but I feel the weight of this world, and on this I do believe, before my time here is done and I go meet the sun. Whoa, let it rain down on me. Rain down on me. Wash all my sins away, set me free. These chains I carry, they are way too heavy. Whoa, let it rain down on me. Rain down on me. Wash all my sins away, set me free. These chains I carry, Lord, they are way too heavy. Whoa, let it rain down on me. Well, I said, whoa, let it rain down on me. I said, whoa, let it rain down on me.
Woo!
Yay! Thank you.
Wow, I thought I was in church. We're going to have to pass the plate, Miss Barbara.
Pass the plate.
Wow, wash my sins away.
If you fear change, leave it in the bucket.
That's right.
Whew. The hair up on my arm. What the hell?
I feel myself hot now.
Hey, when you do that music, you do send up those vibrations.
Yes,
'Cause
you got to.
See, I score films. You know, if you're going into the forest, you're like, dun, dun, and those chords send up like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next?
Mm-hmm.
But wow.
Yeah, that one was just nominated for Blues Song of the Year, Hollywood Music and Media
Oh, hold on.
Awards.
You get another bell for that.
Pretty awesome.
Girl, everything is lined up for you because really, you seem like happier every time I see you. So life gets better and better every single day, and it's how you make it, and how you wake up.
Leveling
So
up.
that is a totally great thing. Ooh, rain down on me, got me singing it now.
And my daddy taught me to be a one-upper, as long as it's one-upping myself.
Excellent. Yeah, every single day, and
Yeah.
you're doing a fabulous job. Look out for Pam, okay? I mean, when you're like 90, you probably look like you're like 37 or something.
Yes, I'm youthing in my old age. Just better
Yeah.
versions.
That's right. So now, wow, the time that always flies when you're here.
I know, right?
So we go right to your next one. Matter of fact, how about you're charitable because you're always giving back and giving of yourself. Girls Rock Charlotte. Tell us about that. How did you get involved in Girls Rock?
Well, I had just lost my full-time job and I wasn't doing much at the time. My band had broken up. Like, it was just kind of nothing was going on. And a mutual friend of mine, she was a fan of mine through the music. She went to high school with one of the ladies, Shannon Bowerly, who is one of the founders of Girls Rock Charlotte. And she tagged me in it. She's like, "Oh my God, you'd be so perfect for this." And I had all the time in the world. And that was 5 years ago. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. This will be the first year since they've started in Charlotte that I won't be able to make it because I'm going to be on tour.
Okay.
But yeah, it's if girlsrockclt.org. Go check it out. We're in need of volunteers this year. There's 2 camps. There's even a film camp now. So there's actually 3 camps in total. So it's grown tremendously.
Excellent.
And it's amazing organization.
Well, speaking of amazing, some of the bands you opened for: Marcus King Band, Tommy Castro, Eric Gales, keeps going on, Fort Tinsley, Davey Knows, my goodness, and about 20 more gonna open for you in the next like 6 months. So how does it feel opening for all these people?
Well, I guess I just feel honored that the people who asked me to open for them, their PR team or their label or what, they trust me to get the crowd going for them, and that's what I do. I always set the stage and get warm and fuzzy feelings, and you know, I that's why maybe they asked me to open for them, because it just kind of gets people in the mood.
Yeah, well, I was you were on stage one of these concerts. I was just walking through. I'm like, "Dad, who was that? She is good." I'm like, "Wait a minute, that's Pam Taylor." I was all the way in the back.
That was at the Gaston 4th of July
And
thing,
you were
wasn't it?
killing it, and she was picking up her own bass and everything, and loading the truck. I'm like, "Come on, man.
I didn't do it all.
you did it
I
all."
wait around for nobody to help me. I just help
I
myself.
couldn't even lift that thing, and you lifted it with like one arm. I'm like, "Hold up, here, I'm done."
Well, I used to be a personal trainer.
What, really? Okay. Wow. Okay. So,
Right.
Man, and then she was still talking to people coming up to her. These little girls were like, "Hey, hi Pam, how you doing?" You were talking like, "Oh, okay, let me load the truck. How you doing?" And signing autographs. Come on, wow. But that's good though, because you got to really look out for your audience, because the way the music industry changes, and people are like, "I'm not going to buy a CD. I'm going to just stream her song." No, support these independent artists, because it is hard. You're doing this every day of your life. You got to love this. And say for females getting into the business with all the other things they say, Me Too and all this other stuff, what advice would you give all these other young and even older artists coming up that's getting into the biz as a female in a male-dominated industry?
I wouldn't even give a second thought about it. There's no comparison. I haven't had any kind of setbacks being a woman. So I don't think as long as you don't think it's a mindset. You go into it without any feeling like you're going to be at a disadvantage for your gender,
Right.
And you don't welcome those kinds of things into your experience. So you set an intention of what you see for yourself, what you see for your music, how you see your music being accepted, and you just stick with that and keep moving forward confidently towards it. And the laws of the universe, they just have it'll manifest what you keep your intention on. So if you're sidetracked by, "Oh my God, I'm never gonna blah blah blah," then that's what you're gonna get, really, honestly. So I've never really had any setbacks.
All right, so when you're doing your TV talk show, you're like, my goodness.
Right.
You were like, "Oh my
Reality
God."
TV coming.
I'm just sitting here like, okay.
Hot Mess TV.
Hey, you're interviewing me.
Hot Mess Channel.
No, but that's cool though. I mean, really, I can see you in your own, TV talk show.
It's already been talked about, so
Hot
who
Mess
knows?
Podcast.
And positive.
My travel TV music cooking show.
Yeah, even when you're on the road, hey, videotape.
Yeah.
And you always save those up, because it's 500 channels out there.
We got tons of footage
Pam Taylor
already.
Channel.
Tons of it. We just got to
Excellent.
get through and go scrubbing and looking
Yes.
at all the
And see,
stuff.
that's the thing that's finding the time.
Right
And I'm
on.
doing 2 hours of sleep a day.
Yeah.
So you're going to get the next song, Squeeze Me. So what were you
Squeeze
thinking
Me.
about when you wrote that one?
New relationship energy.
Yeah.
You know, when you first meet somebody, you're filled with all kind of lovey-dovey feelings. You feel like you're walking on clouds, and all you want to do is spend time with them. And this is just a fun, loving song about being in love.
Wow, you're good. For me, I'm thinking about, okay, let me get my release forms and my confidentiality and my, hey, really, I go out on a date, you sign release papers. So. Yeah, right.
Here's
I know.
It's like prenups. You gotta have pre-dates.
Pre-dates, and you got to go ahead and sign a waiver that there may be a song written about you.
That's right.
I use coupons. If we go out to dinner, you're going to put the hamburger on your Snapchat. I'm like, wait a minute, Tim's so cheap. No. I call it conservative.
Yeah, that's a better word for
Pam
it.
Taylor and Squeeze Me right here on the Independent Artist Spotlight.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 a.m. We'll hit that snooze. Roll over, baby, we got nothing to lose. Oh, why don't you squeeze me, baby? Well, take your time, but hurry up. Stop what you're doing, come pick me up. Oh, why don't you squeeze me, baby? You know I like the way you feel when you hold me tight. Nothing in the world ever felt so right. Squeeze me, baby. We're all alone. Turn off that phone. Signs on the door saying nobody's home. Whoa. Why don't you squeeze me, baby? The radio's loud playing our favorite songs. You're dancing around while I'm singing along. Whoa. Why don't you squeeze me, baby? You know I like the way you feel when you hold me tight. Nothing in the world ever felt so right. Yeah, squeeze me, baby. Woo! My senses are on overload. One more touch, baby, and I'll be ready to go. Well, that's right, y'all. So let's go. Why don't you squeeze me, baby? Squeeze me, baby. Squeeze me, baby. Why don't you squeeze me, baby? Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Squeeze me.
Squeeze
Right
me.
out there squeezing somebody in the next cubicle. Don't do that. My office.
I'll squeeze you right after this.
It's wow, fabulous Pam Taylor. Well, gonna just about 2 minutes over, but we always do. Now, how was it in the all-woman blues band, first ever in Memphis? How was that?
Oh man, that's been amazing. The collaboration and the networking with the women in blues is, blues is something that's really true, near and dear to my heart. That's the only reason why I feel like I'm playing music and at the level of the career that I'm at this point is because I chose blues as the roots for all my music, and just the blues family in general. It's unlike any other. And the women, they're just powerful. Everybody's got a story. We just can relate. I think blues represents the pain that a lot of us all have in common, and that's why it's a common thread, and it's like we stick together. So being able to support my women in blues is huge for me.
All right, Pam Taylor. We're going to go to a commercial with the new Pam TV show. Oh, wait a minute.
I want to announce a couple of dates I got in Charlotte coming up, though. So
Yes.
coming up this February 15th at Big Al's in Charlotte, catch Pam Taylor and the Flying V's. It starts at 9 o'clock. And then we got March 9th, my hometown in Lancaster, South Carolina. They'll be doing a Best of Lancaster at USCL. Yay, I'll be your MC for the night, too. So come on out if you're anywhere near. And then got a couple other, March 29th at the Evening Muse with Matt Parker and the Deacons. And then check out my website for the rest of my tour schedule. But that's what we got coming up so far.
PamTaylorMusic.com.
PamTaylorMusic.com. And everything is Pam Taylor Music on all social media.
All right. And so, I always ask the artists to come up with a nice little song. For the
Oh, yeah, I did.
Station. So, could you do it? We're going to put it on our Facebook, too. But, we got.
Do you want to do it now?
Yeah, we can do it, and then we'll put it on our Facebook.
Okay.
Too. All right, so we're going to just about 2 minutes over, and we're going to hear that WSGE exceptional Pam Taylor song, entered by Peter Bond on bass.
Yeah. They play the blues on WSGE by any artist, y'all, just like me. So tune in, Carolinas, of course, your independent music source. On 91.7 FM.
Woo! Pam Taylor, friend of the station. Anytime you want to be here, just just hit me up. You are just sensational.
Oh, thank you. So are you, dear. Thanks for having me.
Keep the great vibration up. Look out for Pam. Look out for him too.
I know, right?
They gotta look out for each other. You know how this music business can be crazy, and when you have like true friends that you'll know forever and ever and ever.
That's everything.
Mm-hmm.
That is everything. Thank you, guys.
I'll stop my preaching. Okay. It's 91.7. Pam Taylor and Peter Von on bass. Tim Greene here.